My friends, we purposely here are on a very bare stage because we want nothing to obstruct your view or to distract your attention from what we're about to see. In a moment, a magician will effect an escape from this trunk that is done in a very remarkable fashion. Now, Stephen McCabe of Menlo Park, California, writes that he saw this act on the stage. He has some doubts about what he couldn't see from the act from the back of the stage. And he'd like to see it performed where people can watch it from all sides and see what happens. That's why we've asked these 4 volunteers from our studio audience to come here and to help us out. Let's meet them first, please. Your name, please?
Frank Ralston.
And what do you do, Frank?
Film supervisor.
Thank you. And you, sir?
Chuck Erminger. I'm a bartender at Michael's.
Thank you, Chuck. And you, sir?
Alfred Perry, aircraft engineer.
Good. And you?
Jose Rodi, export.
Wonderful. Now you have to kind of close in a bit now because you are the eyes for all of our audience out there, particularly the letter writer. And if you see at any time how this is done, I'd like you to report to me and to us, if you will, please. All right, I think it's time now that we meet the man that we've kind of put on the spot. He wears the mantle of the late and great Thurston. Here he is, Kirkham.
Thank you. And now, gentlemen, you understand you're up here to act as a committee on behalf of the audience. And I want you to examine the trunk in any way you see fit. Make sure it's solid and substantial. Will you check that in, sir, right over there? Fine. And around the back side right over here. Check that, if you will. You check the top. You check this end over here. Would you mind doing that? Check this end here. The top and the front of the trunk also. Got the front there. And finally, let's not forget the bottom. Notice the trunk is placed up off the floor so there can be no trap doors. Thank you. And the next thing, of course, is the inside of the trunk. I want you to take a good look at it, too. Mr. Baker, would you like to step right inside and try it out one time and examine it, if you will, please?
Let's see in here.
That's fine. Get right in there. Make your... Whoop.
Hey, wait. Hey, hold it.
No, I mean, you carry on. Fine. Now, the next thing we use is this little bag, which I have right here. I'd like you gentlemen to notice it has a double-lock stitch on each side, as well as on the bottom. On each side and the bottom. And now I'd like you to meet the lady in the case, the Lady Houdini Phyllis. And up into the trunk, young lady. A piece of rope. Would you examine it, sir? Check it, test it, if you will.
Good.
Fine, thank you. You help me right over here, sir. I want you to tie the young lady right into the bag. Gather up the top. Fine. And you take the rope and tie a knot. Any kind of a knot you'd like. Make sure that you'll be able to untie it yourself if you happen to see it again. Tie it so you'll recognize it. Will you recognize the knot? Fine. Thank you very much. And now to close the young lady right up into the trunk. Snap number 1. Number 2, would you snap that Yale lock shut right on the side? Give it a quick whack. That's it. Are you satisfied?
Satisfied.
Mr. Baker, will you hold the key, please?
Yes.
Now I want you to watch closely. We're going to strap the trunk in all directions. Around this end right over here, you catch the end, sir, if you will. Bring it right up over the top. That's fine. And the next strap goes around the front. Pull that right up tight, if you will. Number 2. I'd like you to notice they're not elastic. They do not stretch. They're made of heavy webbing. Number 2. Sir, catch that one right around the front, if you will. Right up over the top. Thank you very much. Number 2. Check that one, sir. And number 3. Also around the trunk. Did that one come through? Thank you. And number 3 up over the top. Securing it in a like manner. Test the straps, gentlemen. Fine. And now would you mind turning the trunk all the way around so the spectators may see? Clear around to the front. Thank you. Now take any position you like. With your permission, I'll remove my coat. Mr. Baker, I want you to watch closely. Watch closely. What I intend to do is change places with the young lady in 3 seconds. The fastest trick in the world. 1, 2,
3. Tightly around the trunk. Give me the key, please, Mr. Baker. Thank you. Are those the same knots you tied?
Now, you four gentlemen were here for the purpose of finding out how that was done. Do you know? Did you detect what it was? Did you? Well, I'm in the same boat with you, then.
Fine.
And, Mr. McCabe, congratulations to you, Markham. We tried to trick a magician, but we failed. But you asked for it.